Hey guys, it's Avenger. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are up here in Papua New Guinea. We've got the Black Square Analogue Caravan because I fancy trying this one again. And we're up here in Papua New Guinea, like I mentioned. We're up at the wonderful villages created by indie developer Ken Hall, available through Orbex. And I picked this up myself, by the way, as I'm really looking forward to trying this out because this is my kind of flying. It's extreme bush stuff. There's no roads here. It's all sloped runways in the middle of nowhere in the jungle. We're going to give it a try and have a good crack at this. So before we start the engine, we're going to go for a quick look around the strip. Oh, my head's switched on, so excuse me. Turn that off there. So this is what we've got to work with, and thankfully, relatively calm winds. Weather details are not available up here. We are in real world weather. This is what we're working with. It's a sloping grass strip in the middle of the village. But the village is built around it, really. Up here in Papua New Guinea in the Highlands. This is, let me check my notes here. This is Dinangat village, or Dinangat airport in Leh. And, you know, some of these even have kind of interiors in them. Not much interior, but it is a scenery object in flight sim. It doesn't really, you know, make a huge difference. Oh, this one's got, that's got closed windows. This one has actual windows. There you go. So, it's adding a little bit of variety. It's kind of nice to have something, you know, it's not the end of the world, there's nothing inside it, but you know, we've got animals, we've got people. We've got people down here. I've started recording this video like 5 times. My computer's hated me this evening. Haven't done the flight. Never been not landed at the airports, but I've started the video, so I kind of know where I'm flying around at this particular airport. Let's get ourselves started up here and get going, shall we? Power on. Okay. There's my... fuel tanks are there. Wonderful. Let's see if I remember how to do this one. So it should be down here on the pedestal. We should have our starter. And we should have our ignition. Should be one of these. Aux fuel pump needs to be on. Engine starter on. Ignition on. Okay. And we'll keep our eyes on the needles as things start to spin up. Props coming alive. We have start. Excellent. Parachutes coming up. Avionics on. Let's get these spun up, shall we? And I do have to be able to switch that out somewhere. I'm not sure where they put it in this aircraft. I know it's around here somewhere, one of the toggles that lets me switch which GPS unit I'm running. Oh, it's coming on anyway. Because we're using the 750 today. Why not? Excellent. We've got a good start there. So that's off. Starter's off. And there we go. Wicked. We need our aux pumps to normal. Normal. There we go. Correct. Okay. Everything's looking about right. Wonderful. Right. Now this isn't showing up, of course.
TAS system failure.
Yes, thank you.
GPWS system failure.
Really? It always does this for me. I'm never sure why it does that. And I remember they always have the switching doodad to put in the black or the working title ones of these. I can never work out which one it is as well that does it, but maybe we'll find it as we go. I do know we'll have at least a 530 to work with, so we should be okay. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? There we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah. Nice and simple. Working title stuff. I know this will actually track my waypoints. But, yeah, we get Dinangat, we get Yawan, and we get Yalamet. And we're visiting all 3 of those. So whilst everything is now spin up nicely here, and this is working out its positioning, let's get the parking brake off. Let's get our, whoa, hello, into normal rather than reversing here. Let's get flaps notched in 1. We'll get taxied up to the start of the strip here. I guess I was ready to get out of here. Caravan's not a plane I've flown a ton of and I would like to fly more of. And the analog one, I could definitely dig this. It's definitely my kind of aircraft. I'm just not personally a huge fan of big glass. It's not always, you know, that exciting for me. Is even this not picking up for some reason on the satellite locations? No, for some reason it's decided not to, so I'm going to force it to rethink its life. Power to turn me around. Okay, we'll hold up here. And before we go anywhere, I see a cool... Oh, bigger buildings here. Ah. Is there anything inside you? No. I've got this one here with a plateau. So this stuff goes all the way up here into the hills, actually. In fact, and further up as well. Okay, wow. Okay, yeah. All the way up here. So the village is kind of actually more spread out than I thought it was. In fact, there's some over there on that peak as well. So it's quite extensive. So the wind's looking head on right now, even if it's very light. The flag is pointing towards us, so that should do us good. Let's force it to reacquire, because I did try and change the GPS mid-acquisition. Let's put this on normal mode. We're picking up satellites, excellent. Okay, so it's actually tracking the GPS position this time. And we should have our directions of travel, which I believe is kind of behind us once we take off, so it's left out of here. And it is, for some reason, not showing our details. Cool. Okay. Yeah, never mind. We'll make this work as we go along. Okay. Rock and roll. Now, I need to make sure we get a good head speed here. We've got 1-notch flaps for takeoff. This doesn't feel like we're spooling up as much as we could be. Oh, we are. It's just a very quiet takeoff here running down the hill. Oh, to haul its butt into the air a little bit here. There we go. Flaps coming up. Oh, let's hold the nose here a little bit. Let it build some airspeed for us. And we'll start to turn to our port side. The nose kind of down. Watch out for the terrain though. And it should be a matter of heading this direction here. Should be good. Airspeed's building nicely. Pull that power out so we're not overspeeding the engine too hard. Pull some RPM as well. There we go. Now she's got some grunt. I think it did the MSFS thing where my pitch level was actually at full, but it was reading it as not full remotely. Because look at the zoom we've got now compared to what we just had a second ago. And I pulled back. I think it's just now registering the positioning. Whoa, trim. No. Oh. I was pulling down. I've been flying a lot of helicopters recently, and my helicopter rotor trim is the exact opposite of this. So, whilst this is settling itself in place, I'm going to work out how to find out where we're going, because apparently it doesn't want to. Apparently it's going to want me to do this. And work out where we're going to. So, we need to put in, it's going to be Alpha Yankee Whiskey.
TOS, system failure.
Yes.
GPWS, system failure.
I'm aware. Thank you. Flight plan? Add waypoint. Oh, that's bloody useful, isn't it? Oh, well, that's the direction I think we need to go. So I'm just going to get us on track and work out how we navigate this. Because apparently the 530 doesn't want to actually track into position. And we have nothing other than RNAV to direct us here. So
500.
We're in a serious whoopsie-doodle hilarity scheme here. Where I'm now having to work out how to navigate and also not at the same time. I think I might roughly know the general direction we need to go in. I think it's across here and that way. How specific we can get is another matter entirely. But apparently everything wants to go wrong with today's recording. So we've got ourselves leveled out here. Pedals. Feet off the pedals there. Don't bring the nose down a little bit. Settle her out. And work out why this is being stupid. Bingo. That's what we need. We need to go to nearest. Alpha. Yankee. Yankee. This has lost my entire track here. And everything I wanted it to do has disappeared out the window. Bingo. Bingo. Okay, we're good. And now we've got cloud. This is one thing I love about flying this sort of area. And we'll just go outside to take a look here, but look at this. Stunning scenery here. From the river valleys down here, the rocky kind of river valleys below. Which always looks so good in this kind of terrain. There's no roads up here. These aircraft like this, they're necessary to these guys to get anywhere. And these remote villages, often it's only medical supplies and other assets they get by air. But gotta love the climate where you end up with clouds in the mountains down to the terrain in some places. And you're almost never getting around them like you are the rest of the terrain. Okay. Alright, so I need to turn about 90 degrees to our starboard here. Let's make sure we've set this properly. There we go. That'll bring us on track there. About 7 miles out. Now, if I recall from my charts, it's a bit lower down than we are, because we're sitting here at about 7,400. So we're going to want to drop down after we pull the power a little bit. We're going quite quickly, so that's fine. Okay, river up ahead. And I believe the airstrip should be on the far side of this ridge here. So, valley there is going to be our best approach in. So we need to look at what we're doing. These highlands are truly beautiful. The scale of them is insane. And we're not even that high up because there's even more around us. So this is topping at least 10, 11,000 feet. I think at its greatest point. And we're dropping as low as 4 in the middle of this. So getting out the far side to get down to Highland
500
will be interesting. Okay, some stunning scenery as well. The terrain detail is great in terms of the mesh, and it's not awful in terms of the actual photometry. So we get a pretty good place to fly in.
500
Pull the power here. Throw some S-turns in. I want to lose some of this speed. Loving that down there. Oh, I've got to go outside for this. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Got the scree leading down to the river there, and then you've got the actual riverbank itself. Let's burn some of this off. That's it. Come on, bring the speed back. Bring it back. Let's full find that prop here. Okay, knock flaps in. Should help stabilize us now. We're at about 120. I'm going to drop it here. I don't want to get super low, but I want to be low enough because I believe it's about halfway up the far side of this ridge line. I need to watch out on that. Because I don't want to be too low, I don't want to be too high. So I'm going to stick to this side of the canyon so I've got a better line of sight in when we get there. Okay. Because the village, I believe, will be right below us when we come around the corner. Speaking of villages, there's one here. Come on, need to get line of sight on this. Where are you? There? Maybe? I see something. Is that my village? Oh yeah, that's what we're working with. Okay. Okay, we're right on this thing. Woohoo, we're right on this thing. Flaps stage 2. We have got an escape from this. This is me being a little bit bold, kind of committing straight away. But we have got reverse, which is going to be helpful. We also have a way out on the far side with power application. It's not a no way out like the last one. The last one was no way out. This has got a way out. We're a little bit warm at 80, but I'd rather be warm than not with a kind of carrier deck touchdown here. Come through the trees. There we go. Main gear's down, nose down. We're in reverse. Okay, back into neutral. And we'll bring it down to the far end of the strip. Because there is a slight grade to this, so we are on the uphill end of this, as it were. Also, we've got a plane parked up over there. What is that? Looks like a porter. Look at that spindle leg landing gear there. PC6 it is, baby. Hi. You sexy beast. I have a significantly increased passenger capacity over you. Okay, parking brake. So this is our village here at Yawan. Mute. Turn off my head tracking there. And it's nice little details like this, I think, that are really what sells it for me. Little pathways here up to houses, the washing lines. Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything inside these things, but just look at this gorgeous screenshot potential, something like that. You know, that's really pretty. You know what? I'm taking a picture of that. Hey, you never know, this might even be the thumbnail. But if it is, you'll be able to know because you'll know how I took it. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. What have we got over here? Sometimes I just like taking screenshots in the sim because it's so pretty. There's certain angles you can get to where you get a certain line on things visually, and it just fits. More houses there. Very primitive villages, apart from the lawnmower and stuff there. But hey, when you got to mow the lawn, you got to mow the lawn, right? Another small holding here. Got more over here. That's cool. Got an area to kind of pull into a park up here, really. Chickens and pigs. Some villages. This is the kind of ambience I really enjoy for bush flying, because these are the reasons why people bush fly. When it's not just backcountry flying for fun, it's because people need medicine. People need taken to a local hospital. People want to go into the big city. It's a connection to life. It's the outside world leaning into something that's been timeless for a long time. Wow. Timeless for a long time. My English is stupid. Let's get out of here, shall we? And show that porter who's boss here with the big caravan. And now our prop is set correctly. We should be even better. Okay, those are good. Right. Let's rock and roll here, shall we? Flaps are to notch 1. Parking brake is off. Oh, pull into the left there. Straighten this out. I should have set the next destination on the GPS already. I did not. That is fine. I'll do it once we're in the air. Okay, airspeed is good. We're taking off with much more power this time, because now we actually have our pitch set properly. There we go. Wonderful. And we're looking for Alpha Yankee Yankee Echo is our next destination airport. So let's go nearest. Whoa, no, this is too far up. Let's keep that down. Not lose the plane whilst we're trying to fly. Here. Stop, stop, stop. Behave yourself. Behave. Trim. Yes. No, that's down. That's up. That's up.
500.
Too many helicopters. I'm used to my trim going a different direction. I've got so used to it, it's completely normal to me now. I am a large idiot. There we go. And it's Echo we need now, so we go this way. And that is Yalamet. Okay, so turning around should be nice and easy here. Got some terrain to our port side, but not too much, so should be plenty for the caravan to handle. Flaps are up and good. Let's pull the power here. We're way too hot on that power. And this thing will bite you. The Black Square will bite with its engine performance. I wasn't too favourable about this when I first reviewed it, but giving it a second try, it feels a lot more like it should, like it does now. I think I've put more time into other aircraft, like their TBM, and like I've put time into the Kodiak and a couple of other turboprops out there, so my knowledge myself has improved. I'll be the first to admit that I kind of wasn't the smartest when it comes to that kind of thing. So, yeah, see, even the direction of travel it's giving you here for the RNAV is saying it's curving out the valley there because this is hard to get around some of this stuff. But no, I'm more knowledgeable, more comfortable with the turboprop now. I'm more aware of how they operate, and Milvis's Porter is another one as well that's contributed to that. To use some of this power and speed to climb up vertically here, not vertically, but over this ridgeline here. So, in general, I actually like this a lot more than I did. And of course, whilst the exterior doors don't open, I think we could do it on this one. Or I think we could do it on this one. I'm not sure. Maybe it's on the ground. We'll try when we get down there. At least we get, you know, the sounds, right? Because I don't believe the exterior lets us do it. No, the exterior window is closed. But seeing as we as simmers spend most of our time in the interior, it's nice to at least pretend. Power to get over this, because I tried to bite out more like a shoe. Okay, we're climbing very, very hard. Definitely probably shouldn't have done this, but it's working because we're kind of light. Hump up over this ridge. Pull that power so we're not overpowering the engine. Wonderful. Okay. Bring around on course here. Gonna have cloud ahead of us, that's something to be aware of, especially depending on how far away we are. 9.6 nautical miles from destination, so we need to be aware of what we're doing with that. Okay. Bring that nose up here and steady out. I think I've updated this aircraft as well, because I know there's been a few updates since it released, and this is my first time flying it since that release review. Because it really didn't get on with it, but it definitely feels less pitch sensitive than it was in the review, and the engine feels less runaway than it did as well, because I believe it felt quite over ecstatic during that. So temperature here is too high for us to need to worry about icing, but visibility is something we have to worry about. And locating our next airstrip will be important for us. Look at this. Gorgeous up here in Papua New Guinea. Beautiful part of the world. Really is. Okay. Should be able to make this ridge line here. We're passing through 9 now, so probably looking at 10 once we get to where we need to be, the highest point. And there's still terrain, if you look over there, above us by a couple of thousand feet, so yeah, if you see over there, we've got terrain as high as that, and up there, so I'd say 10-12 is looking more than likely.
500.
Really love the grunt of the PT6 in this thing. It will absolutely haul the mail. Goes into a good position.
500.
This one's much higher altitude, so thinner air, whilst it's not going to affect our engine, it will affect our ability to actually have lift under our wings. So I'm going to want to be a lot more stabilised for this approach and work out what we're doing if it is this high up. Hopefully it's not all the way up here, because landing above 10,000 feet, especially this cloud as well, that could be really troublesome for visibility. I don't like the thought of that. Okay, what have we got here? The weather certainly makes it a bit more challenging, that's for sure. 5.7. We can't be too far away. Let's pull the power back here. We're not too far away, so I want to make sure I know where we are and where we're going. Yeah, we're at 10,000 feet now, or just about. In dense, well, not super dense, but dense enough that I'm nervous to be this close to the ground at this kind of cloud level, that's for sure. And we weren't planning for an IFR trip. There's a strip on our left somewhere. There's some terrain above us to the right. And the ridgeline ahead, which we're going to be clear of. This is going to make things interesting for sure. Where are we? Okay.
500.
Looking around here, but I'm trying to... This drops off pretty severely. Okay, it's by a river, so it's definitely down below us significantly. We've got terrain down... Oh, that's a steep drop off. Oh, wow, that's steep. Okay. What have we got here? This is not ideal. Uh-oh. Oh, we got rain! Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar. Well, screw me and call me Sally. I need to enter a valley. It's raining and it is absolutely zero viz. Bugger. Well, you're going to watch me work this out as we go along. I see terrain ahead. What am I doing? Why haven't I even got this on terrain mode? Alright. Let's try and descend down into this so we get a bit... Oh, perfect. This is what we needed. Okay. Where are we? Yes, that's a mountain. Okay. I don't see you anywhere. River's down there. Should be behind this bank of cloud. Or sat square in it. There we go. Right there. Okay.
500.
Okay. I'm coming this way. That's fine. And we should dodge the majority of that cloud. Because we've got a nice open area ahead of us there, so...
500.
Wonderful. Okay. We can make this work. I feel much less terrified right now of what we're dealing with. Okay. Let's bring this speed back here, shall we? Pitch full fine. Conditions good. Look at the rocky riverbed down there below us. Watching Archangel in IFR is terrifying to us people who can do IFR. Because Archangel can't do IFR. Archangel's terrified of learning, because Archangel just muddles through when Archangel has to fly in clouds. So when I'm in IMC, I just muddle through it and go around it or below it like a normal VFR monkey does. I don't like to have to deal with it. Give me bush flying in terrain like this, I'm okay with it, but so when you throw me into the weather, I start to get a little bit annoyed. I think we're this way. Where are you? Oh, sod. It's over here somewhere. Is it over this ridgeline? I think it's over this ridgeline. Yeah, I think we're over this, and it's to that direction there, so... Okay. I should see it soon and plonk it down, right? Yep, there it is, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Notch of flaps. 2 notches down. Runway in sight. We're lined up perfectly. It's almost like I knew what I was doing. Maybe. If we're, you know, hypothetical about this matter. Totally intended to do this. We're below the cloud. It's like everything was meant to be. Dive it down here. And there's a beaver parked there. Rain on touchdown. Was I in reverse before my wheels touched? A little bit, yes. Technically, can you? Yes. Is it advised? No. Okay. Well, this is wet and rainy. It's not often I actually get to fly in the rain, because rain normally means IMC. You know what I'm like with that. Okay. Engine cut. Parking brake engaged. Head switched off. Let the rain come on down. I could have sworn the doors did open, at least on the interior of this thing. I could have sworn the doors opened. It might have been some of the other aircraft they released, but I could have sworn they did. Maybe I was wrong. That's a shame. Yeah. Oh well. Let's take a look around this lovely little village here as well. So, thanks to, you know, OBS deciding to murder its ability to actually have any frames per second, we've got the village down here, all the way down to the river, in fact. As it runs down here, we've got rocks in the river. It's always nice to see that. This would be a great place to take on the Got a Friend's canoe, in fact. Listen to that. Oh, this would be nice. Sailing down the river there. In the Highlands of Papua New Guinea. This is a good one, because this is a slightly bigger village here. Got more houses, got more areas here. Little homesteads. This really is pretty, and for $10, 3 strips up here with some really interesting flying, and a horse, of course. And a blackbird beaver. Good to see. I think it's using our own terrain and aircraft, I think. And that one's got a lot of fronds around it. And a man and his geese. He looks very happy, doesn't he? Very happy. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and my IFR flying didn't terrify you too much. I know it terrifies me. Thanks for watching. Bye.